Welcome to NCAA Playbook. Today I'm going to go over a defense out of the 4-3 under. It's a zone blitz defensive scheme. Works great in those third and long situations for those of you that have read the down and distance theory. It provides a lot of coverage over the top, but also gets after the quarterback. It's one of those change-up defenses that I use whenever I want to go from all coverage to a little less coverage, but also getting after the quarterback. You're only rushing 4, so you're not really sacrificing anything. It's just an overload blitz, so it works pretty well. The play itself, again, is 4-3 under zone blitz. So let's go ahead and choose that one. And we're going to run it against an ace slot flanker dig, which is an offensive play that you might see in a situation like this. Now then what I did here is I flipped the offensive formation because this defense is a hash defense. You're going to only want to run it on the hashes, and the reason why that is because of some of the coverage to the weak side of the defense. But you'll see offensive players flip their formation to get most of their wide receivers on the wide side of the field because it gives them more room to operate. So let's go ahead and set this defensive up. We're going to take this defensive end right here and put him out on the flat. This defensive tackle, you're going to re-blitz him. And then this outside linebacker, we're going to put in a hook zone. So as we look at the play, we've got 3 defenders over the top. Over on the wide side of the field, we have a cornerback in the flat. We got the defensive end in the flat over here, and then we've got 2 hook zones. So both of those defenders should basically move over and sit on the hashes. So let's go ahead and run through this play, and we'll see what we can get. As you see, that outside linebacker comes free around the edge and goes right to the quarterback. So let's go into instant replay here and take a look at it over the top. And as you see, that's exactly what happened. He just got a free rush at the quarterback. Now, what makes this happen is the defensive end that is right next to the blitzing linebacker. He's slanting in. So what that does is he comes down makes the offensive guard take a false step to the inside, and then once he's picked up by the offensive center, the offensive guard actually then turns his attention to the outside. But the thing is he's not fast enough to get around that edge. And this is even more pronounced whenever you have a human doing the drop back, because they drop back just a little bit further, giving the outside linebacker an even better angle. And then the other thing that makes this work is that middle linebacker right there. You see him blitzing as well over the top of that slanting defensive end. This game is set up so that the offensive linemen block inside out. So instead of that offensive tackle jumping out and getting a hand on the outside linebacker, he turns his attention to that middle linebacker, which keeps him inside and gives the outside linebacker a free rush at the quarterback. So we'll go ahead and look at the coverage over the top. The back coming out of the backfield is covered up by that defensive end that we have going on in the flat. That wide receiver to that side is pretty much covered up, as there's just not enough time to get it to him. The tight end, he's first picked up by that outside linebacker in the hook zone, and as he comes across the field, he gets picked up by the defensive tackle that's dropping in the hook zone as well. Now then, the post route, which you see quite a bit out of a formation like this, it's pretty well covered. You've got a safety over the top, and if there was time, the free safety would be over the top as well. The only route that's really dangerous to this is that slot receivers route here, running it out. But really, if you look at it, by the time he makes his break, the outside linebacker is right on the quarterback, making it real problematic for him to sit there and try to throw. So if you were to try to throw the ball right now, right at the wide receiver's break, By the time you get rid of the ball, the outside linebacker's there. Or if you are able to get rid of the ball, he's usually probably just going to jump up and swat that down. And if for some reason you are able to get rid of the ball, you've got that cornerback that's over there, that can jump that route as well. So you've got pretty good coverage. It happens really quick, and it's one of those good plays to run against third and long situations, or second and long situations as well. Get a little pressure on the quarterback and hopefully stop a conversion.